This was the setup for large parts last season, and that certainly plays into Spurs' favour. They've done well here to find Jamie Donnelly for the first time in this game in some space. He's fed it wide. Iago Santiago driving forward here, and it's Iago Santiago who will get things going here for the new season and get things going in this game with the opening goal. Well, it's a glimpse of what Spurs fans can look forward to at this level this season. It's Manchester City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. First time in the game we've seen Spurs able to find Jamie Donnelly in space. He released the pass for Iago Santiago. And True Grant, the goalkeeper, beaten easily by the Spaniard Iago Santiago. Santiago is the man who will take this free kick. Santiago lifts in, Spurs get the flick on. And they're not too far away from finding the second goal of the game. Just 4 minutes after the first, Spurs try their luck again. And it's the teams will now go into the playoff system, as I mentioned at the start of the game. It's a new look league campaign. Jamie Donnelly with a touch here. Spurs into the area. Soonsup Bell then crashes in, an absolute beauty. Spurs off to the best of starts. And just 5 minutes after the first, in again for a second goal. All too casual from Manchester City at the back. And Soonsup Bell, who was such a huge upgrade for Spurs in attack last season, shows what he's all about, takes advantage with an instinctive strike, fired up beyond True Grant, into the roof of the net. And Manchester City looking to punch back here with a ball wide to bring Ndala into play. And Ndala stumbles, gave Ashcroft the opportunity to make the challenge. And then the Manchester City chance. Wonderful pass onto the chest of Ndala. Does look an interesting contest between him and Ashcroft on this side of the field. Ndala gets the better of Ashcroft. His cross doesn't find a teammate though to do at the back, as Donnelly and Soonsup Bell come bursting through. It's Donnelly who leads the charge here. Slips in Soonsup Bell looking for another. Brilliant challenge to deny him that chance. And Galvez and Ndala linking up here. Ndala with a drop of the shoulder, heading towards goal, slips it wide. This looks promising here for Manchester City. Brilliant sliding challenge though from Alfie Dorrington to cut that one out. Net no end. Now Niall John making the break through midfield. He's linked up play really nicely in this game. He's found Iago Santiago, who's on the burst. Iago Santiago goes for goal. There were perhaps options in the middle, but he's already on the score sheet here. Keep the ball, and now Jamie Donnelly in the kind of spaces that he loves to operate. Brilliant pass. Damola Ajayi with the return pass to Jamie Donnelly. Donnelly for Spurs, twists his way through. The shot is well blocked though by the Manchester City defence, who stick to the task. They carry away. Another really good looking. Oh, John feeding through. Looking busy again, Iago Santiago. Lovely football this for Spurs. Finish from Lyons Foster was pretty significantly wide. Never really looked set with the effort on the left foot. No real. Manchester City on the attack. Ashcroft has given the ball away inside the penalty area. Slips too. Managed to get back up onto his feet. And the chance in the end goes wide. It was always heading wide. Dada Maskell never really looked at Santiago. He's having a brilliant afternoon here. Waits for support. Robson provides it. Spurs could be in again. Both Soonsup Bell. This is where City have got themselves in some trouble though. And it's Niall John for Spurs with a big chance to make it 3. Well, he went for placement. Had he gone for power, could have been a different story. Did mean that True Grant had the opportunity to get down, and he makes a really good save. Well, this Spurs academy had such a lift last season with the win in the Premier League Cup for both the under-17s and the under-18s. There's a brilliant mood that runs through the academy, and that feel-good factor has carried through to the new season. Rarely get a pipe player at an under-21s match, but there is one here. Cover after hard work here from Sunsut Bell. The referee playing an advantage, and Spurs might be in. It's Damola Rajayi with a big chance here to make it 3. Smart finish through the legs of the goalkeeper, True Grant. And it takes less than 2 minutes in the second half for Spurs to add a vital third goal and to make the job so much more difficult here for Manchester City. In transition, Spurs have just been so impressive in this game. Sunsut Bell lost the ball in midfield. Niall John took up the charge. And then look at this for awareness from Damola Rajayi. Lost the defender, fooled the goalkeeper. They keep on coming, the goals here. 3-0, Spurs are ahead. In, big deflection on that. Big recovery at the back by Piscocci, who made a superb header. The chance does come in for Manchester City. Luckily, though, for Josh Keeley, he can watch that one go wide of his left-hand post. Looked as though Spurs had recovered here. Robson then with a header back into a dangerous area. Keeley was beaten, I think. The effort, though, drifting wide. Might have been a completely different... Nice-looking attack here for Manchester City. The head of Alfie Dorrington stands in their way. Spurs concede the corner here with 10 minutes of the second half gone. Manchester City on the attack again, looking for a route back into the game. Well, they have found some room on that left-hand side in the second half on a couple of occasions. But again, the chance is wide of target, and there was no trouble for Josh Keeley. There are players who were heavily involved in the academy that could be involved with the first team. Iago Santiago has stolen possession here, up into a good position. And it's a second of the afternoon, smashed in by the Spaniards, Iago Santiago. A special strike when it looked as though he could have laid the ball back. Showed his eye for goal, showed how clinical he can be. And Spurs now have 4 goals on the opening day of the season. Lovely turn, having done so well to win the ball. Manchester City 0, Spurs 4. Here's Iago Santiago looking for a hat-trick. Instead turns provider, and that's a brilliant stop to deny Jamie Donnelly. The outstretched arm of True Grant pushes the ball over the top of the bar when that one looked destined to be the 5th goal of the afternoon. Fairly significant now, this... And it's right again here. Gets the kick and give and go. Well, he might just have been through there, but his teammate got in his way and was in an offside position, and Dala was stood right there. Spurs making it difficult to find a way through. They do get the cross into the area. Bit too close, though, to Josh Keeley, and the Spurs goalkeeper gathers that one. Plenty of space here for Rio Kaya-Maton. Rio Kaya-Maton will go on his own. What a fabulous strike to make it 5. A 5-star performance from Spurs. A special afternoon here against the champions. And Rio Kaya-Maton making the step up to the under-21s. Steps beyond the Manchester City defence. And just look at this for a finish. Iago Santiago on a hat-trick wanted the ball. No chance. Not when Rio Kaya-Maton can do that. Well, we have seen for the under-18s. We work it wide towards Iago Santiago. Here comes Robson. Lovely looking ball, really inviting into the penalty area. Lancashire just couldn't quite get onto the end of that one. And a crossing opportunity for Spurs. It could so easily have been goal number 6. Rio Kayamaten with the delivery, but unable to pick out a teammate in the middle. Again, bursting away. Scored from this kind of position in this game. This time tried to lay on the pass. It's well intercepted by Simpson Pusey, the substitute. And it's lifted up to the back of the penalty area. And because it had so much airtime, it made it slightly easier than a normal corner kick for Josh Keeley to pick up. Manchester City are in here. This might be their chance. Brilliant block in the middle by Lyons Foster, just as things look dangerous for Manchester City. Well, this Spurs side have made a statement. On the opening day, they have beaten the champions Manchester City by 5 goals. It was a performance that ticked all the boxes. There was awareness at the back. They were controlled in midfield. And in the penalty area, they really showed an eye for goal. It finishes here, Manchester City 0, Spurs 5.